How are you?
Yes, sir, fine, sir. How are you, sir?
I am also fine, but my health is not so good. Yesterday I had a CT angiogram, and this afternoon I shall go to doctor to see what really happened. Anyway, uh, do you have any question regarding your assignment, writing a mini review on a specific topic by a small teamwork? I received one mail from Akbar. Who is Akbar? Are you attending today?
Yes, sir.
Do you? I was so impressed to see your letter to me, and it was very organized, and your communication skill is very nice. So, do you have any additional question?
No, sir. At this moment, I have no additional questions, sir.
Okay. So, are you enjoying doing this job?
Yes, sir. I'm doing my best.
Okay. I received another mail from Jerin Tasnim. Jerin, are you attending today?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I replied your mail, and I have seen your topic associated with salinity tolerance in rice by CRISPR-Cas system or CRISPR-Cas technology. And you described one gene has already been edited. But in your case, to write a mini review, you need to make a table of potential salinity tolerant gene that have already been discovered in different rice genotypes and other plants that could be uh, you know uh, edited by using CRISPR-Cas technology in rice to develop a powerful salinity tolerant rice. So it needs a little bit more work, and I have shared with you one article, and obviously you need to go through some of the articles which describe the salinity tolerant genes that were discovered and cloned in rice. And in that case, you may suggest to use non-homologous end joining or uh, homology directed recombination for knockout of gene or inactivation of gene, particular gene, or insertion of salinity tolerant gene to make a complete, neat, small story. I hope you can do it, and your approach and the skill of organizing the story really interesting, and I appreciate you and your team. So try to do the teamwork. Teamwork is very important. Share the job and interact with each other, and it would be a different experience, and which will be badly needed in your future life. In classroom, only interacting with teacher and learning new information is not the only the best way. You need to interact with your friends as well as interact with the global literature and make you powerful and prepare yourself for the future life. Uh, do anyone have any other question or problem that you are facing to prepare your review? You can freely ask me question. If no question, then I wish to ask a few questions on nanotechnology. Who can tell me the scope of nanotechnology in agriculture, where we can apply nanotechnology in agriculture for, solving what kind of problems? Who can tell me? Anyone can unmute and tell me. Otherwise, I shall ask someone the question. Then to whom I should ask question? Mahbuba Akhtar, are you listening us? Mahbuba Akhtar? I have seen you are attending. No image, but I can see your name. Mahbuba Akhtar, please unmute yourself and ask the question. Reply the question. Where nanotechnology can be utilized in addressing current challenges in agriculture? Mahbuba Akhtar, can you hear me? You are still mute. Please unmute yourself. No. Maksuda Parvin, can you hear us? Maksuda Parvin, please unmute yourself and answer my question. Maksuda Parvin, are you hearing? If you do not respond, then I shall, obviously make you absent.
Sir, yes, sir.
Oh, fine. Thank you. Maksuda, tell us in agriculture where nanotechnology can be used to address the new challenges in food and nutritional security. Tell me some of the areas where we can apply nanotechnology. Maksuda? I need a reply. If you do not know, please say, I'm sorry, I don't know the answer.
Sir, I want to try.
Yes. What is your name?
Sir, Abdullah Al Moin Khan.
Okay, please tell us where we can use nanotechnology in agriculture.
Sir, by using nanotechnology,
Sir, আমি disconnect.
we can
Maksuda,
develop
are you talking now?
Sir, আবার
One by one. Now, Maksuda, please tell us whether you can answer or not.
জি স্যার
Yes, then please tell me where nanotechnology can.
নেটওয়ার্ক
Please repeat.
disconnect
cannot hear you clearly. The gentleman, please you tell us where nanotechnology we can utilize.
Sir, we can develop many nano sensing devices, and this way, and it will also help in the plant disease resistance. In another cases also, it can be used. Mainly nano device and nano sensing devices are important in this case, I think.
Excellent. I got your point. Yes, nano sensor. Nano sensor, it has already been used in developed country, especially in monitoring the pest and disease incidence and physiological condition of the plant, as well as soil moisture, soil nutrient condition. So from your home and from the remote, the sensor can give you the data of a particular plant or particular field. Then you can do the precision agriculture. When you need your plant need moisture, then you can offer the irrigation. If do not need, no need to offer the irrigation. If there is a pest incidence, for example, a disease or insect, the sensor can give you the signal, and you can understand that certain pest is attacked. Then you can decide how can you control it. And even a particular plant in the horticultural system, you can manage, and you can get the information. In case of very big farming in USA, they have been using nano sensor technology for many purposes. Another area of nanotechnology could be the shelf life enhancement of the horticultural and other crop products. Can anyone add any other point?
Yes, sir.
Please.
Nanofertilizers for enhancing nutrient absorption by plants, nanofungicide, nanoherbicide, nanopesticides.
Excellent. Yes.
Nanosensors for plant.
Yeah, pesticide is a generalized term. It includes fungicide, it includes nematicide, it includes insecticide, herbicide. That means, the killer of all the enemies of the plant. So nanotechnology can be used to devise nano herbicide, nano fertilizer, nano fungicide, nano insecticide, and by using those technologies, we can promote our agriculture and reduce the loss of these materials to the environment. Very good. Let me share some of the slide. Can you see my slide? In agriculture,
Yes, sir.
excellent. In agriculture, nanotechnology can be used to increase productivity. Increase productivity means nano fertilizer or nano growth stimulator can enhance the growth of the plant, and then obviously enhance the nutrition of the plant. As a result, you can get the higher productivity. Improve the quality of the soil. Because soil quality means, our soil has should have some capacity to hold the nutrient ions. Uh, for example, sandy soil cannot hold enough nutrient ions. This is why they are leached out. So nano fertilizer or nanomaterials, if you add into the soil, that can improve the soil health and then offer nutrition to the plant. Stimulate plant growth. Yes, some of the materials, nanomaterials, they have been found to stimulate plant growth. That means enhance the photosynthetic activity as well as other metabolic activity. Plant growth enhancement. Provide smart monitoring, yes. As your friend told, nano sensors you can use from the remote by using your mobile phone, and then you can follow what is happening in the field. Field crops may be attacked by different pests or may suffer from, scarcity of water, that is drought or cold or any other deficiency of nutrients. In that case, by using a nano sensor, you can monitor what is happening in your field and then decide precisely and to take the initiative or intervention. So smart monitoring system is very important. Here are the summary of the application of nanomaterials in agriculture. I prepared this, simple uh, diagram so that you can easily understand how and we can improve agriculture or future agriculture would be promoted by the application of nanomaterials. Nanomaterials can be used as pesticide, nanofertilizer, supplement of nutrition or growth promoting substances. Abiotic stress tolerance. Some nanomaterials can enhance the stress tolerance like drought, salinity, cold, and others heat stress in the plant. Crop improvement. Crop improvement means some nanomaterials can be used to deliver the gene. For example, CRISPR-Cas system is very useful for improvement of the plant, editing of the plant. But to deliver the CRISPR-Cas construct to the cell, you can use nanoparticle. So nanoparticle encapsulated materials can pass through the cell wall and then go to the interior of the cell and can do the editing. Crop productivity. Yes, some nanomaterials can enhance the photosynthesis, seed germination. So crop productivity can be increased. Remediation of soil pollution. Yes, some nanomaterials can sense the presence of pollutant in the soil. As a result, you can detect the polluted soil, and some nanomaterials can even be used to remediate the pollutant in the soil and can improve the soil health. Nano herbicide, so herb, weed you can control by nano herbicide. Food packaging, it is very very important in agriculture. A large proportion of our produce, agricultural produce like fruits, vegetables, they are lost due to the wastage or spoilers by the microorganisms, or they are rotten and they are quickly ripen, and you cannot preserve them long time, shelf life very very short. In that case, if you use nano package to transport, for example, mango from Rajshahi to Dhaka, in that case, if package contain nanomaterials that absorb the ethanol, ethanol is a very important biomolecules that do the catalytic reaction to enhance the fruit ripening. So if ethanol just after release from the fruit absorbed by the packaging materials, then catalytic reaction can be reduced, shelf life can be increased. And if packaging materials contains antimicrobial substances like antibacterial, antifungal, then no microbial infection can be taken place on your packaged fruit or vegetables or other perishable items. So nano packaging amazingly helping us to enhance the shelf life and protect the loss of the post-harvest products. Disease detection. By using nanotechnology, nanoparticle, you can quickly detect the specific pathogen. So it is very important. Drug delivery. That means pesticide delivery you can, or in case of veterinary or fish, you can deliver the drug molecules in the right place where the pathogen is located, where the disease is occurred, not poisoning the whole body. Precision agriculture. Precision agriculture is a new term. That means to minimize the loss. For example, in case of pesticide and fertilizer that we are using in agriculture, a large proportion is are lost. So you can do the job very precisely. You can save the fertilizer, you can save the pesticide, and you can also reduce the environmental pollution, and you can save the water also. You apply irrigation only when it is needed. Nano sensor, already we discussed, as your friend told. Nano sensor can sense the presence of the pathogen, physiological condition of the plant, even ripening of the fruit, and grading of the fruit and other product, because sensor can see whether harvesting of your tomato is ready or not for harvesting. So color can be sensed, smell can be sensed, and many things can be sensed. Food processing. In food processing, nanotechnology can be used to enhance the how to say and enhance the preservation, longer preservation of the processed food, as well as nutrient availability and loss of nutrient can be reduced. So these are the important points and general aspects you have to remember. Scientific issues and strategies regarding development of nano-based pesticide formulation. Let us discuss a bit about pesticide, because pesticides are very powerful tool in agriculture. In Green Revolution, pesticides helps us to protect our crops from the pest, but indiscriminate use of pesticide, uh, uh, is causes serious environmental pollution, and 99% of insecticide uh, are absorbed by the non-targeted insect. As a result, it is a big burden for the environment and as well as our health. Construction of water-based dispersion pesticide nano formulation we can do, mechanism on leaf targeted deposition and dose transfer of pesticide nano delivery system, mechanism on increased bioavailability of the nano-based pesticide formulation, and impacts of nano formulation on natural degradation and biosafety of pesticide issue. Biosafety is very important because pesticide we use to kill or to control the pest. But if it somehow comes to our body through the food chain, or if it affects the other microorganisms or other environmental organisms, then it is hazardous. And current system is a very poor system. This is why nanotechnology is considered one of the best way. And these four strategies we can apply to minimize the loss of pesticide and make pesticide application more precise. Here you can see the inefficient use of pesticide caused a serious environmental problems. For example, poor bioavailability. You see pesticide is spraying, a large proportion is going to be evaporated and large proportion are absorbed by the soil and plants which are healthy plant not infected by the insect or pathogen. As a result, bioavailability uh, to the specific pathogen is very poor. Environmental pollution, pesticide, a large proportion through evaporation goes to the atmosphere, and some of the pesticides are absorbed by the plants, and they are we are getting the pesticide residue in the product which we are eating. That means our food product, and it is a slow poisoning, hazardous for our health. And in the soil microorganism, they are beneficial, and many of the microorganisms are or macroorganisms, even earthworm or frog, they are affected by the pesticide. And water pollution in Bangladesh, we have hundreds of rivers, but most of the rivers are now rich in fishes, and this is due to the pesticide pollution. And in the past, our forefathers they got huge fishes from the water bodies, but now it is a very scarce issue. So water pollution is a very big problem. Food residue, as I told you, different agricultural products, animal products, aquatic products, pesticide residues are there, and they are posing serious threat to human health as well as health of other organisms, including your and creating a serious threat to the biodiversity. How can we overcome this scenario? We cannot suddenly stop application of pesticide. Otherwise, pest will destroy our crops. So we have to find out some smart approaches, and nanotechnology is considered one of them. Here I can show you, you see low efficiency of conventional pesticide formulation. What happened? Only 0.1%, for example, you want to kill a grasshopper which is eating your rice leaves. So you sprayed the pesticide, and 0.1% actually received by the grasshopper, but others received by, you see, leaching 5%, dust drift 15%, rolling down 30%, rolling down, gliding down from the leaf, and spray drift 50%. So out of 100%, most of the pesticides you applied, they are lost. So efficiency is only 0.1%. So in the 21st century, science is progressed very much. So our efficiency should not remain 0.1%. We have to improve it. How can we do it? We can do it by using nano-based formulation, which is beneficial for the improvement of pesticide properties. For example, small in size. So what you nanomaterials are small in size. This is why their surface area is big. Big surface area, as I told you, narrow-based formulation and target modified. So you can add something so that they can be target specific. So nano-based formulation can be water-based. So dispersion improvement you can increase. Inclusion, stability improvement. Stability of the pesticide can be improved. Efficiency can be improved by target delivery, and controlled release duration improvement. Controlled release That means release of the active ingredient in the pesticide can be controlled. Catalytic degradation, that means residue decreases. As a result, efficiency, safety, economy, both can be benefited. And how? I shall show some of the example. For example, nano-sized pesticides. Yellows are nano-sized pesticide. What you can do? Pesticide loaded nano carrier system. The pink color, you see carrier. So inside the pesticide, so nanomaterials, for example, polymeric substances coated the active ingredient. And then how can you do encapsulation? Here you see lots of pesticide active ingredient molecule. They are encapsulated by the nano materials. Or attachment, here you see yellow is a pesticide molecule, so they are attached to the nanomaterials, so strongly attached. This is why volatilization, leaching, and other loss could be reduced. Adsorption, that means surface charged nanomaterials can adsorb the pesticide active ingredients. Or entrapment, you see, nanomaterials entrap the pesticide molecules. So these are the mechanism how we can make nano formulation, and all this formulation allows us to get the higher efficiency in the applied nano pesticide. For example, here you can see size shown of pesticide increase bioavailability. That means size is a matter. For example, if size is 2 micrometer, a pesticide droplets which we spray usually, you see in the leaf, all other parts remain free. This droplet is 2 micrometer only localized. But if droplet size is smaller, like micrometer, you see, same amount of droplet materials can be spread in larger area. But if it is 500 nanometer, almost covered all the leaves. That means small amount, but efficiency, spread ability is very high. In case of, you see, 2 micrometer, one droplet, only one antenna or leg can be attached. But here you see a large area. And if it is nano, then you see whole body can be covered. And you can improve the spread and adhesion of droplets by using nano, some particle, you see, leg-like structure, you can make nano. So it would attach very tightly to the leaf and deliver the yellow active ingredients in the right place, not allowed to evaporate, not allowed to glide or drops to the soil. So efficiency can dramatically be increased. Here you see water dispersibility, that means adhesion, spread, very quickly spread as they are small in size, and low affinity, runoff also less, and release very bioavailability obviously increase. Degradation of the materials, residue can be less because they can be degraded quickly. So these are the 4 critical factors. That means water dispersibility, runoff, low affinity, residues, degradation, and bioavailability. They are critical factors regarding development of nano-based pesticide formulation for higher efficiency. Here you can see dispersion approaches. How can we make nano carrier in the pesticide? So surfactant we can use. This is the pesticide molecule, this is the carrier. So you can mix together and make the particle like this way. And then nano encapsulated materials, nano emulsion, nanospheres, micelle, nanomicelle, nano suspension. These are the formulation we can make, and all of them are nano size. They are incredibly higher efficiency than the currently used pesticide. So here you can see more, interestingly, design and modification. For example, this is a pesticide active ingredient. You can add affinity group, and you can add a carrier, you can add a water, so that it can, you see, this is the leaf surface under electron microscope, scanning electron microscope is rough. You can see lots of spaces, so these nanoparticles can easily adhere to the leaf and never goes to the environment, and supply the active ingredient to the interior of the leaf, so that pest is controlled and they are getting in touch of it. So bioavailability of pesticide nano delivery system, here very nicely you can see mode of action, entries and efficiency. For example, some insecticide are stomach poison, or inhalation oral. So some are contact poison, some are fumigant. So in all cases, as they are nano in size, very easily can enter, attach to the target pest, and can collapse it very quickly and show higher efficiency and less loss. Here is the catalytic degradation and biosafety of pesticide. It is very important. Pesticide we use to kill the pest, but if it is hazardous for human health or health of other organisms, including plant, then it is problematic. Current system is like that. So in case of nano pesticide, you see, nano carrier can easily degrade and release the pesticide, and they can easily degrade into water and carbon dioxide, and through catalytic reaction, some of them are light sensitive. So for example, titanium dioxide containing pesticide nanoparticle, they can react with the oxygen and produce superoxide and completely destroy the pesticide after its efficacy. So residual effect, in the crop products as well as fishes, animals, environmental toxicology seriously reduced, and this is the best, most desirable advantage. So this is the list, target delivery description properties and research objectives of nano pesticide enabled technologies. So targeted delivery, controlled release, water dispersion, chemical stability, bioavailability, lasting validity, lower toxicity, environmental friendliness. And these are the, um, research objectives scientists are doing to make a smart nanopesticide which is more efficient, which is low cost, which is less toxic to the environment, and no and very reduced pollution to the environment, and we can get the safe food. So these are the targeted approaches for making a nano formulation. So this is all for today. I shall discuss later on how nutrient delivery, the how growth promotion can be done by using nano fertilizer or nano based approaches for enhancing the promotion of the growth, because plant growth requires plant nutrition, and without nutrition plant cannot grow well. A plant requires 16 to 17 essential nutrient elements, and they uptake through ionic form. And when we apply the fertilizer for the plant nutrition, a large proportion are uh, go beyond the plant uptake, leaching, evaporation, runoff, and many other ways they are lost. And it is a big loss for the agricultural productivity and input cost really increase. And some of the lost fertilizers create serious environmental problem like eutrophication, that means algal bloom in the water bodies and others. So if we can make nano fertilizer, that would be fantastic, and we can feed the nutrient very efficiently and can help a plant to grow very well, and we can increase the productivity. So this is all for today. I am expecting some question from you. Don't be silent. Please ask some question.
Yes, sir, I have a question, sir.
Please tell your name first and then.
Sir, I'm Mahda bin Firdaus Mim.
Okay, please, Mim,
Yes,
ask
sir.
your question.
Sir, I want to know about the application of nanofertilizer or nanotechnologies in the farmer levels in Bangladesh. What's the current status?
Very good question. Current status is commercially, we have no available nano fertilizer in Bangladesh. As a result, farmers are not yet getting them to apply their field. Nanotechnology is an emerging technology. Developed countries, they have started to use, but our government in our national agricultural policy to 2018, they included it as a powerful tool to promote agriculture. This is why several companies now trying to import nano fertilizer to apply to offer the farmers for increasing the productivity. But it is still in the process, not in the real field. We are expecting that in near future, nano fertilizers or nano pesticide would be in the real field of Bangladesh. Very good question. Next. Next question. Tanjina Akhtar, Tithi, can you hear us? Tanjina Akhtar, Tithi. I can see your photo. Are you attending the class? Tanjina Akhtar, Tithi. Can you hear us, Tanjina? It's no good. So you will be absent in this class. Asifur Rahman, can you hear us? Asifur Rahman. Asifur Rahman, can you hear us? No?
Sir, I have a question.
Who are you?
Taslima Asnubha.
Hmm?
I'm Taslima Asnubha.
Okay, Taslima. Yes.
How can nanotechnology recycle agricultural waste?
Nanos, very good question. How nanotechnology could be used to recycle agricultural waste? Yes, agricultural waste, especially biomass waste, agricultural waste, mainly plant-based waste. You can easily convert them, uh, uh, nanomaterials. For example, if you burn them, at uh, 1000 degrees Celsius in absence of oxygen or very slight oxygen, you can convert them, biochar. Biochar means charcoal-like substances. And then you can, uh, make them very smaller nanoparticles, and they are incredibly porous. And those porous particles are very expensive. You can make them activated carbon. And those activated carbon can be used in the industry, even in the cosmetics, facial cream or many other purposes. So if we can separate our agricultural biomass waste and develop a nano technology processing plant uh, for anaerobic, combustion, then we can make them highly porous nanocarbon compound and can be a big industry in Bangladesh. Thank you. Ayesha Musharraf, can you hear us? I am marking the name. Who cannot, if you do not respond, you will be not only absent, it is a very discredit. That means you are not attending the class. Ayesha Musharraf.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Can you hear us?
Yes, sir.
Uh, we discussed about nanopesticide. Can you tell us one of the benefit of using nanopesticide over our conventional pesticide?
Um,
Tell me one
sorry,
benefit.
sir. Sorry, sir.
Nanopesticide has lots of advantages. Can you tell us one of the advantages over the conventional pesticide?
স্যার লিটল অ্যামাউন্টে ইউজ করা লাগে নর্মাল কনভেনশনাল পেস্টিসাইডের তুলনায়।
That means we can save money. Small amount is enough because they are nano size to cover a large area. Very good, thank you. And Choiti Shaha, can you hear us?
Yes, sir. I can hear you.
Yes, can you add another point why nano pesticide is preferable to the conventional pesticide?
Sir, in case of conventional pesticide, a lot of amount required and they can make contaminate the whole plant and other environmental problems can create. But in case of nano pesticide, we can use in the right place where it required.
Excellent, excellent, Choiti Shaha, excellent answer. I appreciate it. Tanjina Akhtar, Tithi, can you hear us? I can see your beautiful, photograph only. Are you really attending?
আসসালামু আলাইকুম স্যার
Walaikum salam.
নেট প্রবলেম ছিল
How are you?
জি স্যার ফাইন
Did you listen my lecture?
স্যার একটু নেট প্রবলেম ছিল তো মানে কেটে কেটে আসতেছিল সব কথা
Can you tell me the size of nanoparticle used in nanotechnology, the size range? Size range, in which size of particle we use in the nanotechnology?
1 to 100 nanometer
Perfect, excellent, excellent answer. Yes, it is very nice answer. And do anyone have any more question?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Who are you? Please tell your name and then ask the question.
Sir, my name is Abdul Rahim Hauladar.
Abdul Rahim Hauladar, please ask your question.
How to use nanotechnology to kill coronavirus inside the human body? I think it's a funny question, sir, for everyone.
Not funny question, you know. I appreciate even funny question, even a stupid question in the classroom, because classroom is the safest place. Your teacher should appreciate any type of question, and at least I appreciate. So your question is how nanotechnology can be used to protect us from the coronaviruses. You know, coronavirus is very susceptible to detergent. Okay, so if you can make nano spray of detergent uh, 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 and spray your hand, or when you go outside, you can protect yourself, because nanoparticles and nano encapsulated detergent, so your hand can be protected for longer time, and you can use very small amount of detergent for protecting yourself from the coronavirus. Coronavirus, is coated by some proteins, several proteins. One is coat protein, and that protein, when get in touch with the detergent, then they hydrolyze, and as a result, they lose to bind with the receptor of human, and they become inactive and become inefficient in infecting the human. So this is one thing. Another thing is that we can make we can use nanotechnology in the mask. Already been developed mask containing nano materials, which are toxic for the virus, but not toxic for the human. Even nano cloth, how to say, protecting PPE, personal protecting equipments, even your gloves, your clothes, your shirt, your pant, if you make nano film of some antiviral substances, then you can protect yourself. Some of the PPE, they are like that. Some of the mask, they are like that, and some of the spray materials, they are nano materials, and they are protecting us. Very, very good question. Another good question is coronavirus. By using nano sensor, you can sense the presence of coronavirus also. Already in US, it has been developed. So detection of coronavirus by using nanomaterials is possible. Good question. I appreciate it. Any more question?
স্যার আমার একটা প্রশ্ন আছে।
Yes. What is your name?
স্যার মোহাম্মদ ফয়সাল ইবনে সিরাজ।
Okay, Muhammad Faisal ibn Shiraz, please go on.
স্যার আমরা যখন পেস্টিসাইড বা ফার্টিলাইজার গুলোকে ন্যানো সাইজে নিয়ে আসছি, তখন কি তার ক্যারেক্টারিস্টিক্স বা প্রপার্টি চেঞ্জ হয়ে যাবে বা চেঞ্জ হয়ে যাওয়ার কোনো সম্ভাবনা আছে?
It is an excellent question, because any molecule, when you make a nanoparticle, it changes its property, and this is why nanotechnology is a magic. So what we will do, we do not change the pesticide molecule or the how to say fertilizer molecule so that it can lose its power. But there are lots of research have been done where it has been found that the activity is increased. But what we will do, we encapsulate or trap the, our real pesticide and fertilizer molecule without destroying them. What we do, we just use nanomaterials as carrier or as formulation, and we use natural materials, for example, cellulose or other chitin, other materials which are biodegradable as the carrier material, so that after release of the pesticide or fertilizer active ingredient molecules to the right place, they can easily degrade into the environment without harming us. Is it clear? Very good question.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
You are welcome. In the classroom, try to ask question in English. Even if your English is poor, does not matter. I don't mind. Because it would be a good practice for you. English is not now a language, English is a tool for the, young generation of 21st century. You can be very powerful if you know English very well. So try to do practice, because I cannot see you directly. So you can speak without any shy. Any more question? No question? Khadija Akhtar Koli, can you hear us?
Yes, sir.
From where you are attending the class? Where you are locating now?
Sir, Mauna, it's in Gazipur.
Oh, Mauna Gazipur, not so far.
Sir, I have a question.
Okay, you are very smart. Before asking you a question, you reverse a question. Yes, please.
Sir, is there any inherent risk of using biotechnology?
Is there any?
No, nanomolecules. Inherent risk?
Okay, very good question. Very good question. Excellent question. Khadija Akhtar Koli. Nanomaterials. I discussed lots of advantages. Her question is, are there any risk of using nanomaterials or nanotechnology in the real life? There are. There are some, risk factor. Wherever the power, there is the risk. You cannot get anything without risk. So some of the nanomaterials, they are so powerful, they can penetrate our cell and can even damage the DNA, interact with the DNA, and can cause nanotoxicity. So in that case, before designing any nanomaterials, nano drug, nano pesticide, nano fertilizer, we must check them and test them whether they have any hazardous effect to the biology, human health or health of other organism, except our target organism. And it is really very critical. This is why there are many nanomaterials which are very, very good in pest control or as fertilizer, but they have the limitation of they are hazardous to the environment. They show the nanotoxicity. In that case, you cannot release them for the public use. Okay, clear? Khadija?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You are welcome. Any other question?
Sir, I have a very simple question, sir.
Yes.
What is the difference between nanotechnology and biotechnology?
A good question. What is the difference between nanotechnology and biotechnology? Nanotechnology is associated with the size of the particle. For example, it lies from 1 nanometer to 100 nanometer. Then we consider it nanotechnology. But biotechnology is not directly related to the size of the particle. For example, yogurt, doi contains lots of lactobacillus. You can convert milk into yogurt and you can eat in a cup billions of bacteria. And it is biotechnology. Biotechnology, for example, gene editing. We can use nanomaterials for gene delivery, but gene size may be smaller than nano. Or the plant we are getting the product bigger than the nano. So, however, the size of the DNA or size of the ATPase enzyme, they are, or some of the organelle, they are, within the range of 1 to 100 nanometer. So they are natural nano material. For example, DNA is a natural nanomaterial. Nanotechnology deals with the materials within the range of 1 to 100 nanometer. But in case of biotechnology, biotechnology always deals with any object is living as well as its product. For example, an antibiotic, penicillin. Penicillin is a biotechnology. If you discover it from the Penicillium notatum, Alexander Fleming, he discovered Penicillium notatum. Penicillin from Penicillium notatum. So it is a biotechnology, but penicillin is not a nanomaterial. It is a very small, much more, smaller than the nanomaterials. But biotechnology always associated with the living organism. Bios means life, and technologos or technos means some useful, how to say, strategy or a product that human can use in an user-friendly way. So nanotechnology and biotechnology, there are lots of differences. For example, in biomolecules, they can assemble DNA autonomously, but nanomaterials, they cannot assemble autonomously. You have to make it, and they are free from the life mostly. Clear? Very good question, not an easy question. It is obviously a very intelligent question. Any more question? Afsana Jarin, can you hear us? Afsana Jarin or Jerin? Afsana.
Yes, sir.
Can you hear us?
Yes.
Do you have any question?
Can hear you.
Do you have any question?
Sir, I didn't understand the nanoparticle part properly, like how nanopesticides is capturized in nano container.
And a very good question. Actually, nano materials we use to encapsulate, entrap, or absorb the active ingredient of pesticide, so that we can reduce the loss of pesticide to the environment, and we can make it very target specific. We can make it more bioavailable. We can make it more efficient. We can make it biodegradable by using the nanotechnology, nano formulation. So we use some nanomaterials to carry the pesticide molecules or fertilizer molecules, so that we can increase the efficiency of the pesticide or fertilizer. Okay, it can stick on the surface because nanomaterials are very small in size, surface area is very high, and we can make affinity group. So if you spray on the plant leaf, never glide, stick on the surface, and not allowed to evaporate, evaporation loss, or other. If you use some hydrophobic group, then even it would not be washed out by rainwater. So there are lots of strategies by which we can enhance the efficiency of uh, pesticide by using nanotechnology, which is very good for our agriculture, because we can reduce the cost of agricultural production, we can reduce the pollution in the environment, we can have the safe food without residue of toxic pesticide for our health. Clear, Afsana Jarin? Afsana? Have you received my description? Afsana, unmute yourself and then tell us. Okay, then thank you so much. If you have no question, Afsana, can you hear us? Okay, thank you so much. Then we shall see you in the next class. Until then, please stay safe and healthy, and please also pray for my health. Thank you so much.